Hello everybody, welcome back to another pub encounter video. Rachel here. Time to continue with Hideaki's route. Chapter 7, Events Brought to Light. Hello there, officer. What are you doing here, attorney, at this time of day? Some minor business to take care of. You look terrible. Terrible? This is how I've always looked. Really? Now that I think of it, I've seen you drinking with that scowl before. Certainly not so much, don't you think? Is that what you came here to say to me? Don't be stupid. I'm not full of free time either, you know. Crystal's apparently too sick to get out of bed. Crystal? She's been looking bad recently. We haven't been able to get a hold of her since yesterday. Doesn't that concern you? Don't tell me you don't care about her at all. Even if I went, I couldn't tell. Are you being serious right now? There's something I have to do. Something so important you'd leave her victim to what she's going through? You like her, love her, don't you? But whenever we're together, it only seems to hurt her more. That's just because you look like you're hurting yourself. Never mind, just go. I can see you're worried. You finished all your work a long time ago, haven't you? How on earth could you tell that? I asked Arihara earlier. God, that little snitch. Never mind, hurry up. I'm sure the princess is waiting you to return. Do I look like a prince to you? At least to her, maybe. Sorry. If you're really sorry, then don't make her cry more than you already have. I'll make it up to her. Please do, I'm worried too. I know, worried about her and you. I shut off all the lights and lay down thinking, would he come? What if he didn't? What if he didn't care? My hands started shaking. No, I had to get a grip. I couldn't think like that. Hug my arms around my body. It'd be okay. Merrill thought he would too, that's why he offered to help, but still, I couldn't get what I learned that day out of my head. It's okay, I told myself, but I couldn't stop the trembling. Just then, it happened. The sound of the doorbell. Someone was here. I cautiously headed for the door. Crystal, are you okay in there? Crystal? Hey. He'd come. That alone made tears well up in my eyes. We still had a connection. Open the door. He sounded frantic as he begged for me. I took a deep breath and unlocked it. Then I swung it open. Standing before me was him. Crystal, hey. I caught out his name again and again, held onto him tight. But he didn't say anything. Hide? What happened? Mamoru said you're really bad. Was it because of me? Am I a burden? No! I shouted as much as I could, but his eyes didn't alter in their look. Why couldn't I make him understand? Tears of frustration spilled from my eyes, but I angrily wiped them away and looked at him. Give me all yourself? Everything? If you can, then I'll give you all of me. Crystal. Yeah, sorry, I'm not really paying too much attention, so if I don't read everything, apologies. He looked confused. He was finally considering telling me, I'm sure, but I've done a little research. Minoru had an idea about what happened. I thought so. He must know something, being as old as he is. I remember what you said to me before. You were talking about what happened 39 years ago. So you know about it. Did you find out what happened? Yes, I see. With resignation, he finally explained. I was still just a kid. 7. I didn't understand everything that was going on. When I calmed down, I realized I was locked up in a pitch-black room. I cried and cried as long as I could for someone to come get me out. Funakubo, the abductor, just watched me and laughed. I still remember what he said. You really are a lovely little boy. I love seeing you cry that way. Show me more. Let me see you cry. More. I gradually became numb to everything that was happening. One day I just stopped crying. From that day on, he started hurting me worse. Apparently he was obsessed with seeing me cry. I wanted to die held hostage every day to the darkness and the violence. Knowing what would happen the next morning, I went to bed never wanting to wake up. The one who rescued me was Mr. Arakura. He held me as I cried. He never stopped encouraging me, though. Through all the trauma I'd experienced, he really did save me. Hideaki's hands started to tremble as he spoke. That should have been the end of things. But the minute he started talking about Arakura, he shook his head. He saved me. I should be filled with nothing but gratitude, but yet... Hideaki's fists clenched tighter and tighter. I gently reached out and touched his hand. Hide, is it too painful? He finally stopped holding his breath and stood panting heavily. He obviously was hurting more than when he talked about the kidnapping. I'm sorry for asking you to tell me. So painful to remember. It was selfish of me to ask. No, you're not selfish. I am the one who has been. Let me tell you, I've never told anyone, but I feel like I can. A few years passed. I grew from being a neurotic child into a police officer. After what happened, I was desperate to be strong and brave enough to save others. I didn't want anyone else to go through what I had. I thought I'd gotten over it. I still had my moments, but they eventually stopped. I became like this again 3 years ago, the time when Funakoma was executed. You really did your homework. I guess I'm not surprised, knowing Mamoru and everyone else. Kyuso, can I hug you? To be honest, I don't know if I can really talk about it, but I want you to hear it. I'm listening. I thought I heard his voice waver. Inside my head, all I could see was the crying little boy, alone for someone to come to save him. That little boy had overcome it to become the Hideaki I knew. What had happened? What took him to prisoner again? It was the day Funakuma was to be executed. I went to watch with Mr. Arakura. What? He told me it was necessary to get over what happened. I wasn't sure, but I couldn't let myself run. I wanted to laugh in the face of the man who'd hurt me, but he apparently knew I'd come. You really are still such a lovely boy. I missed you, Kodama Hideaki. I knew you'd come. He was an old man by then, and I didn't remember him from all those years ago. But his eyes were the same. The eyes, the way they looked at me, they made me a captive of fear. And inside the eyes, I could see the faces of everyone, all the other victims. They were asking, why were you the only one that saved? Why did we all have to go? Why didn't you help us? What are you talking about? I'm just telling you what I saw. No, I shook my head. What Hideaki was afraid of wasn't the dark. It wasn't the person who hurt him. It was survivor's guilt. The loneliness is not being able to talk about what happened with anyone. That he should have been happy to save and only doubted why him. The hopelessness, wondering why he was suffering. None of those were right. The fear hidden down was for none of that. Hideaki, can you say it now? Can you ask for someone to save you? What do you mean? Can you speak the words that you had to put to death within yourself so long ago? His voice shut down, unable to form the words. Who is it you really want to help? Who I really want to help? It wasn't all the nameless, faceless kidnapping victims you imagined, was it? I might have been off base with this, but if I was right, the one you wanted to help is the one boy who gave up hope. Yourself, isn't it? Me? The one I want to save is me? A single tear escaped from his eye. I shifted positions to look into his face. His eyes were shifting back and forth with fear and confusion. I felt like I was getting a glimpse of the boy he used to be, confused about his rescue. It's okay. You won't be shut up in the darkness again. You're not alone anymore. I'm here. No matter what happens, I'll be the light for you. Always be your son. I'll be your son. I could see my face in his eyes. My tears weren't of sadness. They weren't of tears I wanted to stop either. Crystal. His hand started to reach toward me, but as if afraid of something, he stopped. I took the hand and wrapped it in mine. This time he let me. Inside my palms I could feel the trembling ease. Can I really? I'd hate if you weren't, even after all I said. Already forgotten. You know I'm weak. Don't you remember what you said before? You told me I didn't have to be perfect. We can complement each other's strengths and weaknesses. The only one who can fill in your holes and weakness is me, so let me help. I'd love you, even if it means getting hurt. I want to be with you. I tried to run away from you, even though you were so kind and concerned. I thought that if you knew the truth, you'd pull away and Hideaki. I said his name, forcibly cutting off the rest of his words. I wasn't interested in hearing words of repentance. I put my lips to the scar on his forehead. Then I wrapped his face in my palms and brought my forehead to his. I looked into his eyes. Do you love me? For a minute he only swallowed. I asked again. Do you? I do. I do. His hesitant hands now grabbed me in the tightest embrace. After so long of not letting me see him, finally Hideaki was touching me. That alone made my heart shiver with joy and tears could fill my eyes. Sorry, Crystal. Why are you apologizing? Because I promised the next time I'd be gentle. Even as he spoke, he roughly thrust against my hips. Ooh. But I can't. It's no use. I don't have an ounce of restraint left. I want you so bad I can't stand it. Crystal, more. What? I want more. Make me unable to think of anything else. With one... Okay. Nope. Crystal, I told you to stop saying adorable things. He laughed under his breath. His eyes drove me insane with desire. Hide, you can come again, can't you? You want more of me? With an obscene sound, he hit it hard again, took control of me. No, stop, not so hard. Why, don't you like it? Don't say that. Tell me, won't you? Tell me everything? His whispered words in my ear felt like a soft caress. The sensation sending shivers down my spine. As my body was rocked back and forth, I was brought closer and closer. I was no longer conscious of anything else. Oh, my hips hurt. Do you want to just go home? No. Why not? If you go alone, people are going to talk. They're only going to talk about the truth. And I feel it's bad. It's my fault you feel this way. That truth is exactly the problem. How so? It was the next day and we were going out to Adair to talk to the others. He wanted to let everyone know they didn't need to worry about him now. But after what happened, my body was racked with pain. I could barely stand on my legs. Even so, I forced my body to obey. Oh well, what? I can't leave you alone in this condition, can I? Noticing my gait, he swiftly picked me up in his arms. Hey, wait a minute, stop that! He obviously intended to carry me that way. Why? Didn't you say you were hurting? That was no excuse for picking me up like this in public. Put me down! I promise I'm fine. I can walk by myself. Nope, won't allow it. Seeing you in pain is painful for me, too. I couldn't disagree with that logic, whispered in that voice. I blushed and tried to think of something to say. I knew I shouldn't let him get away with it. Hey, you guys, what are you doing out here? Hey, Izzy. Good to see you. Don't you try and pretend like nothing happened. We've been worried sick. Come on, dude, don't get it so angry, Izzy. Yeah, Ray and Isuke, leave him be. It's cute to watch him anyway. Ray and Isuke and Yorihisa had somehow slipped into the conversation. Where had they come from? Actually, it should be Memorial. Oh, that day you guys all came here together. We were worried that what had happened to the two of you. If worse came to worse, I thought we'd have to console a heartbroken Crystal. What are you talking about? I'd never do anything to hurt her. Fine words coming from the man that's been making her cry all these days. Absolutely, though she was quite adorable, so innocent and despondent. Yeah, and her face was lovely, filled with emotion. Heck, but what do you... If you didn't want us to see her like that, then maybe you shouldn't have driven her to it? Whew. You can't even deny it. I hope you all will take that as a sign of his repentance and causing you all worry. So I'd sure not you two. I won't let you off the hook that easily with Crystal's smile in the balance. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. So, should the seeds of our worry finally be put to rest? Representing the voices of all the regulars, Soichiro asked in a gentle voice. Hideaki looked somewhat ashamed as he scratched his cheek. I guess that kind of caused you all a lot of trouble. Well, it's not like we can't tell how things ended up from the look on Crystal's face. You're right, it's clear as day. The pair interrupted Hideaki's sentence to smile meaningfully. I knew they were trying to put on a show of... I knew that, but after realizing what they were suggesting, my face turned bright red. What were they trying to say in front of everyone? Lay off, Mamoru. Can't you see her face is as red as a tomato? Lay off what, right, Hodo? Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. We haven't said anything. What on earth could you be thinking of to blush so hard? Nothing. Hey, Hide, I bet you guys had one hell of a night last night, huh? I'd love to hear the details, especially about Crystal. No way in hell am I telling you anything. How can you say that after all the great work I did for you? Right, Crystal, shut up. You can't seriously think I'd tell you anything. I felt extraordinarily relieved watching the two go back to bickering. Although it didn't come without a look of a lot of embarrassment. That's friends for you. There we go. That was chapter 7 of Hideaki's Route done. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time with whatever. Bye!